All right. We are ready to roll. I think my light, oh, there's still a little bit left. Needs to be charged. So that'll be today. Very exciting day. Let's find us. There we are, right there. And I will share the link because I have remembered right at this moment to share the link. I remember. All right. The link has been shared. And that's it. We're ready to rock and roll. Is everybody ready to rock and roll? I have a whole bunch of heart quotes to get me through for a while. Pretty excited about that. Hi, Pat. Hi, Susan. Hi, Carol. Everybody have power? Everybody got socks on? Everybody warm enough today? I'm barely warm enough today. It's getting cold again here, but not that cold. Not compared to what you guys have for cold. Hi, Diana. Yay, you're home. I can't imagine that surgery. Who's there taking care of you? Do you have somebody? Do I need to call somebody? Should I get you a nice big Samoan guy to come over and rub your back? Probably don't rub your back, but... Hi, Cindy. Hi, Pat and Pat. Pat and Pat. And Susan and Carol. And Cindy and Ellen and Shari and Lita. Hello. I can't remember where anybody lives, so don't ask me. Don't ask. I need to do one at a time. Hi, Juanita and Arlene. Who says it's so cold and snowing? Carol, it's so cold and snowing again. Hi, Carmen. Judy, Palma. No, Pamela. I can read. Should we just get started? I think we're going to get started a little early. Diana said, Nurse Ratchet is here taking wonderful care of me. Otherwise, my good grief. Oh, does that mean you want me to send a big Samoan guy to rub your back? I can. I can find one. I have the internet. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Linda. All right. Let's just start, shall we? I mean, Nurse Ratchet is probably doing the best job. Anyway, everything Lindsay is on the website at creatorofcuteness.com. This is the info. Don't lose it. creatorofcuteness.com. You can get burnishing sticks like this beauty. You can get watercolors like these beauties. You can get like 15 different books that I've written. Like 15 different books that I've written. You can get collage elements like the hearts that are right here. You could get classes like Journal Play Day and Empty Page and all those classes. There's so much you could get on the website. So if you haven't been there for a while, maybe peruse it and see what's there. Isn't that a good word, peruse? Is that a real word, peruse? All right. So that's that. So first thing I'm shamelessly plugging is this page of mini patterned hearts. Are they so cute or what? They are in lots of rainbow colors. They do not come in black and white. They only come in color because they are watercolor. How would I have done them in black and white? There was not a lot of black. There's a dog here that's kind of black, but gray, really. So these are called patterned hearts. These are under collage elements. Thank you, Mrs. Genevieve. These are called patterned hearts. They're right at the top. You can't miss them. All the Valentine stuff is right at the top. And if I have done my job right, then they are always going to be whatever season it is at the top. So then we have these two. Oh, hang on. This is part of what I call a Valentine card maker series. So you get this page and you get this page. Hi, Cindy. And Mary Lynn. Hi. How's Pasadena? Freezing? You guys had 95-degree weather there the other day, right? That's just stupid. That's stupid in February. Hi, Jamie. Jamie, you will ever be remembered for that video that you sent me. It was my favorite thing yesterday. Okay. Hi, Gretchen, and hi, Sandy. Hi, Grandma Sandy. So you get this page and you get this page, and you get them both in black and white and in color. But not only do you get that, because you're going to pay a little bit more for these than you normally do for regular collage elements, you're paying $12. So you're paying $5 for this one and $5 for this one, and then you're paying $2 to get a bunch of videos that show you how to turn these into cards, right? Normally you just get one page of collage elements and then the videos, but I wanted to do some kid Valentine ones for Atticus. So, there's that. I'm glad that made you laugh, Jamie, because it made me laugh. Hiya, Lynn. It is Olympics Day. No, isn't that tomorrow? Is tonight the Olympics open ceremonies or tomorrow? I don't want to miss it. You know how I am with my award shows and ceremonies, right? Did you know that last night, I mean, come on TV there was a NFL awards ceremony? Have they ever done that before? Do the football players really need a full-on let's get dressed up and have a red carpet awards ceremony? I don't know. Oh, it's tonight? I gotta text my husband. Oh my gosh, I thought it was tomorrow. Tonight is the Olympics. Hang on. Olympics opening ceremony. I goofed. I thought we could go to Walmart tonight, but we cannot. Tonight. Okay, it's going to be a good one. I just know it. Placido Domingo, is that who it is? And Mariah Carey are going to be there. And then, you know, just watching all the athletes walk out with all the flags, it's lovely. Okay, let's talk about So Much Cuteness. It is a class that's coming up from me where we're going to hand stitch and use some machine stitching to make some super cute projects and bits and bobs of fodder and journal pouches and snippets and ruffles and button bouquets, stitched papers and so much more because Rebecca Swayze, Andrea Bocelli. Thank you, Lynn. Not Placido Domingo. Sorry. Is he even still alive? Because I don't know. I don't even know where that came from. Yesterday, we were taking a walk with the dogs, and I could not remember the name of the tree that Atticus said looked scary. It was manzanita. We have tons of it. We've always had tons of it. But really, truly, I had to ask Brent for help. What's the name of that tree? Donna says, yes, getting ready for tonight's opening ceremony. I'll be wrapped up in a blanket since we have a snowstorm now. And then the wind chill below 25 degrees tonight. It's only like 60 here. I'm sorry. Okay, so the way this one works is you sign up for it in 3-month increments. So you will sign up for February, which is coming up, February 21st, April, and June. And then you'll sign up for August, October, and December. If you like the first group, then you can sign up for the second group. If you don't like it, then you don't have to sign up for the second group. I did it that way for those of you that hate subscriptions like myself. So, there's that. Kathy said we watched Miracle, The Boys of 80 on Netflix. Oh, that's such a good movie. I'm going to watch that today. Thank you for the suggestion, Kathy. Yesterday I watched Faith in Flames, which should have been a good movie, about Nicole Jolly, the nurse from the Paradise Fire. And the girl, oh, I can't remember her name, Christy something, who was the actress, is such a good actress and a beautiful singer. But yeah, it just really missed the mark. Okay, Journal Play Day is coming up next in the end of February. We make a simple journal each month. You get 1 to 3 pieces of new art or background papers each month, and you get an additional recorded class creating a page or two. So what you got for February was this, and it looks like this when it becomes a book. So this was our cover page. Look how pretty it is. And you got this in black and white and in color. And then you got this one, which was, what are those? Stripes. And then you got this one in black and white. There I used it again. But this is the kind of thing that we make each month. It's always different. There's an accordion file folder here. So cute, right? And the only paper I did not use this time around was this one. But it's really cute. And you could cut out or punch out the little hearts and just have a bunch of hearts. I did watch The Muppets. Yeah, I don't see it coming back on a regular basis either, Donna. First of all, they put it on at 9 o'clock. It should be for kids. Second of all, they used old songs like Islands in the Sun, How Have We Begun? Sail away with me to another world, and we rely on each other. And no young person knows that song. Let's use a young person's song. I don't know. It missed the mark, and I love the Muppets, so I'm sad saying that. Anyway, here is what is coming up for March. This is March. And isn't it fun? You're not going to get it colored because you're going to have to choose your own colors. I'm just doing it in black and white because my whole book is going to be black and white. And I kind of love it. And I'm going to do one more page for March. I know it was geared for adults, but it was pretty PG for adults. There was no, like the old Muppet shows, there was hidden adult humor, but geared for kids. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I think it missed the mark. Which class is best for those of us without a sewing machine who want to learn your lettering style? Michelle, that would be my lettering with Lindsay classes. There are 10 of them. Count them 10. You start with basic lettering, and then you work on a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder. So the first class is $25, and each subsequent class is $10. You can pick and choose, or you can take all 10 of them. They are recorded, so you can watch them forever and ever and ever. But I know several of you guys have taken those, and they are really worth your time and really worth your money. The journaling class is more of just journaling. We're going to, I'm going to show you what it is now, but I don't take a lot of time with the lettering. Lynn says the 10-part lettering class is the best. Truly, if you want to learn lettering, it's the way to roll. What's the other one? The empty page and the journal play day are not really lettering classes. No. Okay, so this is the empty page class, which is the next one coming up again in March, not for a while. So I'm just going to show you rather than go through the whole thing with you. You can find this on my website if you're interested in signing up. but I finally remembered to bring my journal down to show you the kind of things that we're going to do in the empty page class. We're going to tackle a plain page or two and then learn what to do to fill it up. You'll get things that are traced or traceable by you. So there'll be pages that you can trace and create your own page. There are pages like this where I'll teach you exactly how to do this rather than tracing the page. Not all of these are going to be traceable pages. This one might become a traceable page. It was fun to do. Guess what? Some of the ladies in this class are so good, all they have to do is look at it and then they can make the page. This one's not finished, but this one was for the BB Bash that I'm taking. And this one I just finished yesterday. So this one is next. So this is how the empty page works. Oh, I'm going to start with this. I found something that makes me happy. And Jamie, is Jamie here? This is also going on one of my pages. This is from Jamie's granddaughter. I bought something from her. Wish I could show you, but I think I put it in a journal already. But this is from the envelope that she sent. Sometimes the envelopes are fabulous that people send you. And this was from Jamie's granddaughter, and it's going to be a journal starter for me. Isn't it cute? Isn't she cute? She's going to go on one of the pages, and then I'll doodle around her. So that is the empty page class. It's going to be like that. I tore my paper yesterday. So I realized I could cut out hearts of this same paper, of this same vinyl, and put it down. So pretty soon this whole desk is going to be covered. Oh, there's another hole right there. Pretty soon this whole desk will be covered with hearts. I hope it's not too annoying. So we are using paper bags today to make our cards. I kind of started this one because I wanted to show you basically how to do it. So I wanted to have one started, and I will show you what I did step by step. I'm erasing the line. So what I did was I took this heart, which I did stitch on my sewing machine, and I put it down and I traced around it with a pencil, right? That's to start. Oh, what size is this? I know you guys are going to ask me because you're really into sizes. 6 by 6. 6 by 6. And then I cut out a heart to fit into here, right? I stitched around this. I stitched around my brown paper bag card. I stitched it actually to a piece of cardboard so it had some stability. So I cut 2 of these hearts out, and then I cut just the bottom of one, and it's going to go here to create a pocket. So does that make sense? Because if it doesn't, I'm going to show you how to do it here. So this is the card that I work on during the daytime. I mean, if I'm not sleeping. Oh, my machine is so messing up. Hang on. Let's cut some of these little fraying things. I mean, it works for me, but if I was a seamstress, I would have to take it in to have it fixed. So then what I did was I cut a heart. We're going to cut one out of this paper, and we're going to go about this big. So I'm just tracing one, but you could fold your paper in half. I'm just doing a Lindsay kind of a heart. Okay. This one I'm not going to sew, I don't think. I don't know, because I'm not going to work on this one today. We're going to work on the other one. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to sew it or not. All right, so then I've got a heart, right? Then what I did was I cut a little bit off the top, and I am going to place it here, but I may fold this down. I think it's a little too big, so I don't know yet. But this part is done. I'm not going to throw these away because these are good pieces of brown paper. And I don't need this heart top. So you can see how I did it, right? So then we trace around this one. This is brown craft paper on brown craft paper. So it's very hard to see unless you trace around it, and it's still hard to trace around. I saw this on Facebook, but I took it to the Lindsay power, to the doodle power, because the lady that did hers was very boring. Not that it was boring. I mean, I love the idea, but to me it was boring. It needed some detail. All right. I think I will stitch this because I do kind of want it to look similar. So then what I did was I took my white pen and I doodled all the way around the heart. Here are the two important things. You have to go inside the outline of your heart. You can't go directly up to it because what you want it to look like is that it's covered the entire paper, right? Does that make sense? That idea, or this idea, came from the junk journal that we did. My back cover, I loved this white part after I spilled that ink on it even more than I loved the black. Oh yes, I Lindsay-fied it. You're correct. Right? So, I'm going to bring the camera down. So, you can see all the white. My favorite thing to do is doodle on craft colored paper with a white pen. And now that we have this luxurious, amazing panda fly pen, life is brilliant. Okay? So what you want to do is, remember I said to start inside the line? So you just want to start with some basic flowers. They don't have to be tricky. You could do daisies, but you want to do them going different directions. And some laurel leaves I got here. And a little lollipop flower. And I filled in all the little extra areas with dots because, hello, I'm a dot girl. So for this one, I would go around the whole thing first. But you want to go inside the heart. Do you know what I'm saying? So that when you cover it up, it doesn't look like you just ended there. It looks like you meant to have everything underneath. Got it? I'll do a little bit more. Does anybody have any questions on how to do this? If you need doodles, there is a book available called Doodly Do It. This really cool chick wrote it. Her name is Lindsay. Right? And you can buy it on my website. All right? I don't think I'm going to do this whole thing because I want to take time to fill our heart. Does that make sense? You guys get it? I like to play with this during the daytime. It's my new favorite thing. I every day have something new favorite. So this is going to glue down to here. Uh-oh. Where's the bottom? Hold on, we're in trouble now. Oh, there it is. There's the bottom. This is going to glue down to here, and it's going to become a pocket. Do you see that? But what we're going to do first is we're going to take some watercolor paper, and we're going to make some hearts. I mean, flowers. If you don't want to paint your own or draw your own, you could glue this down and fill it with little micro heart flowers, the patterned hearts, you know. You could do that, but I want to paint flowers. Right? Like, isn't that cute? And then put stems that go under the pocket. Right? And leaves. Not gonna do that. It got hot in here. I gotta take my jacket off. Come on, jacket. I could turn down the heater, but not right now. And we are in what we did yesterday. Hold on, bring the camera up. Yesterday's colors were kind of funky. So I'm going to go back to some rainbowy colors, because that sounds more fun to me. Uh-oh, do I have clean? Uh-oh, I have dirty water. I have to go get clean water. Give me just a moment to get clean water. Get yourself situated. And here, you can look at, try to figure out what this word says. Good luck. I'm back. Water station is not far. Okay. Let's move this card so that I don't drip water on it. I'm going to eat this. So I want just some really loose, fun kind of flowers. Look at these colors. I should clean my palette. I want some pinks and some oranges. We'll start with this one. Get some different kinds of colors in here. I don't claim to be a watercolor artist, so don't judge me on the professionalism of these watercolors, but they're going to be cute. I'm going to wait and do the greens on the back. I mean, the green stems at the end. They probably shouldn't be this big, Lindsay. Oh well. There's just a Lindsay tulipy looking thing. Light pink. They're not hard to do. Trust me. Trying to make them pretty simple for you. That one's not going to be fun to cut out because there's a lot of petals. Trying to add more color in here. Add some other colors into these as they're drying. Get it so that they're a little bit not so flat. You know? Can add some other colors in. Okay. Do we have a really dark pink one? That's pretty. See if we can get it darker in the middle. Oh, very pretty. Okay. Wish I hadn't done that. That's good. And then I might want a blue one. I'm not sure. You know what I didn't think of? I shouldn't have put this one here or this one here because it's going to be hard to put a stem on it. So my stems now are going to have to be separated, which is okay. Just doing some bell flowers, wine glass flowers, whatever you want to call them. Gonna get a few different colors in this. That's pretty. And then a purple. And then we're done with our flowers. What kind of flower do I want to make? Just a wishy-washy flower, I think. That's really big. These are all too big for what we're doing. Whatever. Whatever. I want a center in this one, but I can't find a purple. There we go. That's different enough for a center. Maybe some blue. That is really blue. Add more purple in. It'll blend with the blue. Okay. I wanted this one really bright, and it's not so bright, but that's okay. I did use watercolor paper for this, but let me show you. You could do the same kind of thing on cardstock. Let's just do one like this. This is cardstock. So there's a tulipy looking thing. Add a little blue into it. And then I'm not seeing any comments. Are you guys alive out there? Everybody alive? Then we can take our green, which is what I should have done there, and put stems on and leaves. Right? Carmen says, I thought it was me that I lost the comments. So that's all you have to do. So we'll do a couple of them with stems, and then a couple of them we'll do stems separate. Because I like the stems to go into the flowers. Can you see that? Like it kind of runs into there at the base of the flower. So it's kind of like it's actually attached to the flower. I mean, what a concept. This one, I guess I could do this way. And the same with this one, I could do this way. I do love the green mixing with the flower itself at the base. I did learn that on Instagram from a fancy watercolor person. And then this one, go this way. So see how cool that looks when it blends together, right? Let's get some leaves going here. And the hard part is now I've got to cut these out. And I may have to add extra leaves. Maybe I won't do leaves. I'm thinking I won't do leaves. We'll add in the leaves later, right? Okay, just leave it like that. I can do a bunch of leaves on one of these extra pieces of cardstock I have here. Or I could do them here. Nah, let's do them here so they have a chance to dry. Do some different color leaves. So yesterday we took our dogs out for a walk, which I do like 5 or 6 times a day because we don't have a good fence. And honestly, I think they like being in the house. Anyway, somebody called animal control on our neighbor's dog, and now that dog is out again this morning. It was not me, and I told her it was not me, but I have threatened many times to call animal control on her. Because her dog gets out and he's not a friendly dog. And he'll go after me, and he's gone after my dogs. So anyway, that happened. And then last night when we were walking with Atticus, the dogs went bonkers. And we thought it was a bear or something. We couldn't see it. And Atticus had glow sticks and he was freaking out. The dogs were pulling so hard. It turned out it was just a herd of deer, or whatever you call those. I'm sure Carmen knows. Carmen, do you know what it's called when you have a bunch of deer? A gaggle? A murder? That's crows. I know crows. I don't know deer. Anyway, it was just a bunch of deer, and the dogs wanted to get them. I don't know if they wanted to play with them, but I've never had them pull like that when we were on a walk. A herd of deer. Thank you, Linda. All right, so there is a bunch of extra leaves. Oh, I'm so excited that I was right. I'm going to eat another one of these. This says True Love. I can almost read it. All right, I'm going to blow dry these. And I think I'm going to outline them. Tina says a land shark gathering. I think I might outline them in black or white. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to cut them out when they're wet. Oh, Cindy says they do not like them in their territory. Is that what it was? My dogs? Yeah, they are such beasts. When I cut out collage elements and stuff, I do this. It makes me happier. Seems easier to me if I cut sections. So, where is our page? We'll see how it goes. And the lady who made this heart pocket on Facebook is a fancy watercolor artist, and her flowers were very realistic looking. I did like that, but not going to happen. So we watched Atticus last night, so my son and daughter-in-law could both go to different meetings, not the same meeting, different meetings. And he just wanted to race on the race car track. And he's learning about finesse, because before he would take the controller that has a trigger and he would just pull it back and go as fast as humanly possible. But he kept crashing last night, and he goes, how come you guys have more laps than I do? Because now he's understanding. Oh my God, it's going to be so cute. Now he's understanding numbers, right? And I said, finesse. And he's like, what's that? And I said, you have to learn how to pull the trigger, but around the curves, you can't go as fast. And he goes, but isn't it about going fast? And I said, well, yes and no. So he's learning. It made me really happy, because the last time he was here and we did slot cars, which was just Christmas, I think, he just wanted to go fast and he didn't care. Now he cares that his car is crashing, you know? Hi, Jackie. I may not use all these because they're big, but some can go behind others. Anyway, it was really super cute. And I told my son, I go, I don't have very much for him to eat for dinner, because all we have is this gross, heart-healthy food that we're learning how to make taste better, but right now it's just kind of yucky. And so my son went to the market and let Atticus pick out what he wanted to bring up for dinner. And of course he picks out sushi. He loves sushi. And he picked out one for my husband and one for Atticus. And I said, which one's which? And he goes, well, mine has the raw fish, but Grandpa doesn't like raw. I'm like, geez, you're 5. I never even ate sushi when I was 5. I don't think I've ever eaten sushi, honestly. Sounds gross. I guess I should glue this in soon, but... So that was Atticus night. We started watching a movie called Over the Hedge. It's really cute. I want to finish it, but I'll wait for him. He said he's never seen it before, and it's about all these animals who hibernate, and they wake up after hibernating, and there's this giant hedge, and they, while they were hibernating, they plowed down all their trees and stuff on the other side of the hedge and put in families' homes. So they learned that they could go raid the homes for fast food and junk food and that kind of food. And that's about where we ended it. It's very cute. Hi, Beth from Fairhope, Alabama. Town of Sweet Home, Alabama, right? This one I think is just going to be too big. I think it's a goner. But I'll use it somewhere else. I'm not worried. Michelle says, Over the Hedge is my 30-year-old and 25-year-old boy's favorite movie still to this day. Oh my God, it's that old? Wow. It's so cute. He's watching a new one called Critter Catchers or Critter something on Netflix, and it gives a little bit of knowledge with the cartoony part. And the one we watched yesterday, before we watched Over the Hedge, was about bees and other bees stealing honey from the bees. And the bee that stole the honey was a bee that had to fly from the UK to Australia to migrate. I learned something, except I can't remember the name of the bee. Jennifer says that's the cutest movie. I love the squirrel. I know. Bruce Willis, I think, is the squirrel's voice, right? I don't know. All right. Everybody move. Oh, I got to cut out some leaves. But let's put this down to begin with. Oh, first I have to put this down. Which is the front and which is the back? It does not matter. I wish Atticus would get out of racing and want to do anything else when he comes over here, because I had Valentine's stuff out ready for him and he was not interested in that. We do have a volcano to make. He might be interested in that, but not last night. He got it in his head what he wanted to do. Oh, and guess what I did yesterday? I strung or restrung my guitar after not touching it for 20 some odd years. Because I've decided I can't just draw all day long, right? I might start reading, which is weird. I've never really been a reader. But I do think I want to play guitar again. Gosh, that's cute. I even love the tail. And I found a video online showing me how to restring my guitar, and I was correct in how I was doing it. I was very happy. So then I sat down and tried to play, and you know, it all comes back pretty quick. It's like riding a bicycle. Except that my fingers hurt so bad I couldn't play. Carmen says, oh, Lindsay reading. Yeah, probably not. All right. Some of these stems. Uh-oh. Alert, alert, alert. I put glue on the top. Alert, alert. Get that glue off of there. Only on the sides, Dorcas. Case. Sometimes I worry. Much better. And some of these can be cut down. Some of these can be up. This is my favorite one. Okay, it's pretty stinking cute, right? Lynn says, LOL, I was trying to tell you. Okay, I really like it. A lot. Okay. Glue's up all over everywhere now, though. Okay. I kind of want to keep them how I just laid it out. And I don't want them all the way glued down. I like them kind of haphazard. Do you know what I mean? And because it's Fabrifix, I could move them around if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Right? I was going to make this a hanger that could hang like on a door or a window. But then I thought, no, I kind of wanted a card. Because I might have a sale afterwards and sell all these. That's kind of what I've kind of decided that a lot of my journals and stuff, they need to go away. So I'm thinking of inviting my girlfriends over, and we could go through my journals and decide which ones we could sell. Maybe I could cut this one out. And then we could go on a girlfriend's retreat somewhere. That'd be fun, huh? There are so many, it's ridiculous. Some of them, however, are personal, so those can't go anywhere, but these art ones that are just art, those could leave. Carmen says, yes, please, and then she could decide which one she wants. Carmen loves my journals. Okay, that one definitely is good there. So let's add some leaves. I don't think I need them all. Are you guys excited about the Olympics opening ceremonies tonight? I love that. I can't believe I thought it was tomorrow. What a weekend. Have we ever had the Olympics opening ceremonies at the same time as football? Want some different colors here. I don't think we have. I do not know. But can't believe I thought it was tomorrow. Hi, you guys. Hi, dog-friendly dogs. Oh my gosh, Atticus said Brent was brushing Woody last night while we were watching the movie, and Atticus goes, he's the softest thing I've ever felt. So funny. He is pretty stinking soft. I like doing the leaves separate, because then you can put them wherever you want them to be. You know what I mean? Katie's excited for the Olympics. Atta girl, Katie. Way to take one for your team. Whatever team that is. I love curling. I do. It's true. So I'm hoping to catch some curling shows. I don't know. I think we're done. See, I kind of wish this leaf here wasn't stuck to that flower, but it is. So it is what it is. I don't know if I need any more. They're just so cute. It's hard not to put them in. I think there. Oh, wait. Johanna, it started already? I didn't know it started. Hi, Francis. Francis says, hi, Lindsay, so cute. I get to craft and play, watch your lives more because I'm now retired. 24 years at the city of Sacramento. Francis, you should come and meet me. I'm doing some classes at the Fair Oaks Recreational Community Center. I don't know what it's called, but it's in Fair Oaks. You should come and take a class from me. I have an all-day journaling class coming up. I don't know when it is. I have to find out, though, so I can tell people. I've always wanted to meet you in person. You do good work, Francis. That I remember. City of Sacramento. What a good human. What a good job to have. And now you get CalPERS, right? I only know that because my friends get CalPERS. I think that's right. All right, I think I have plenty of leaves, so these two are going to go into a pile to use for something else. The trash is going away. And this is going to be very simple, but I wanted to decide yes or no. Is this too much? Is this too much? Yeah. Is this too much? I think yeah. And we want to write something there, so I need a pin to put back in my glue bottle. Oh, thank you, Carmen, for sharing that. Fair Oaks Parks and Rec, FORPD. I am going to a concert there, as a matter of fact, with Palma. Look, Flirt. I'm eating that one next. All right, here are my options. Listen to your heart. Love is the best medicine. That's too long. Keep your heart open. Let your heart soar. Pure at heart. Trust in love. Carry joy in your heart. Oh, I think choose love. Bless your heart. I probably should have written this first because now it's lumpy bumpy. That's all right. And I need to decide if I should do some detail on the flowers. And if so, should they be in black or in white, the detail? Oh man, that's cute. Isn't it cute? And you could punch 2 holes in this and hang it. But look how cute. The flowers are not attached at the top. Can you see how they're like hanging off they're all kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I should do any more detail. I haven't been able to see your classes on their site yet. That's because the girl who does them, my friend Cassie, has been sick for 3 weeks. She just got back. So I'll let you know as soon as they're available, Judy. Right? No detail or detail? I need to know. Lynn says leave them plain. Yeah, I think leave them plain. And then I get to work on this one during the daytime today. So I get to put my heart here. I get to finish doing my little doodles. And this one's going to be so cute also. Right? So cute. I gotta say, mine's cuter than that lady's that I saw on Facebook. Oh, Angie wants details. Maybe I'll put details on this one. Maybe. I don't know, but I kind of like this one, just watercolory. All right, so watch for this. I'll share this later today. There's my bottom. I don't think I can stitch this one. Maybe I'll have to do black outline stitches instead of actual sewing machine stitches. So anyway, let's see if we can read this one. I'm going to eat it. Nope. This is what your money buys you now. Sweethearts that are not legible. No legible sweethearts. All right, well, have a good day. I won't see you tomorrow, but we'll all watch the Olympics tonight. I think I need one more leaf. Sorry, I'm looking at it now, and I see where one leaf needs to go. We'll all watch the Olympics tonight. We'll watch the football thing, or as I like to call it, the Bonito Bowl, on Sunday. We'll all get our dancing on, because that's what it's all about, is the dance factor. Right there. And then we'll be back here on Monday to start this all over again. And for those of you guys who are new to this, I never know what I'm going to do until like right before I do it. So there are no prompts for this month. Okay? The prompt is hearts. So I don't know. We'll see what I'm going to do on Monday. Come Monday. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Be good humans and have a good weekend. I'm going to eat this one too. I think it says cherish something. Cherish cuteness, I think it says. All right. That's it. Love you. Bye. Have a good day. See you later.